And this is my AMT 1940 Ford. This model has become somewhat of a test bed. It's gone through a number of changes. I originally had, the wheels were originally gray primer spoke. That's what I colored them in as. And before that they were chrome spokes. I decided to paint them copper this time. And then I used cell phone wire before, but it was out of scale for the engine. So I used like a craft wire, and I wouldn't recommend the craft wire, but it probably would work if you're wiring the engine outside of the model. I tried wiring it when it's together, so yeah, but it can be done with a good model hand, but you would have to paint it afterwards, which is what I had to do. Then I added panel block out to the engine as well, just to kind of disguise it a little bit. But yeah, these cars got a lot of history. Dirt track racers, bootlegger cars, drag cars. Yeah, they got interesting history. Then I decided to paint the firewall red as well, flat red. And there's my wiring job. Again, I'm not going to win a contest with that, but I mean, just experimenting. And I like the back end on these cars, the split window and then the chevron tail lights. This looks tough. And there's the interior. I can't remember where I got the carburetors, and the air cleaner was from the '66 Mustang Fastback kit. Yeah, but turned out not too bad. This particular model with the Buick engine, it has spark plug leads, so I connected it the best I could. Again, not perfect, but it works. And this is the craft wire that I used right here. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, but I mean, it can be used for other things besides that, besides engine wiring. I mean, if you don't have anything else, I mean, you can make it work. Good model builders, we can do a lot with things if we put our mind to it. But I call this the test bed model because it's gone through so many changes. Yeah, I thought the red would look good on the firewall. Gives it a little bit of a hot rod feel. Contrasts with the orange and then the copper. And it turns out it doesn't look too bad. I like the front end on these cars too. I think a 40 Ford is like the quintessential hot rod. It just has American car written all over it. I think the original kit, the original iteration of this kit came out, I think, 1960 or 1959. Somewhere around that time. And this is still the same molds that are being used. So, kind of a lot of, I like these old kits. Sometimes there's a model car nostalgia to them. You get like the 60s speed equipment, and they're not super detailed. They're not super accurate, but one thing I do like about them, you get a lot of optional goodies that you can use in other models. Oh, there it is, my AMT 1940 Ford.